to move the mobile transporter out onto S3. And that's a big step getting ready for 13A1 when they bring up the S5 element.
Okay. Now, why'd they have all that trouble with those debris shields?
Well, they're pretty tight tolerance covers that fit on there, and they're pretty complicated. So the problem is that they've got to do some very, very fine alignment, and they've got to get the holes lined up. And really, it's a difficult task to do on the ground, and even more difficult to do on orbit. Other crew members have done them in the past. I don't know if it's a thermal issue, if things are changing on station. We had 2 crew members at the work site that spent a pretty good deal of time trying to get it perfectly aligned. The other problem is that while they were doing that, we were kind of running out of time during the EVA, so we had to call it quits ahead of time. They may have been able to get the Zeus fasteners, which are kind of these complicated fasteners that go over a pin and you rotate and it kind of locks it in, and that's what Jim Riley had problems with on the previous EVA. So they didn't even get those to the point where they could engage them, which is kind of it means that there's work ahead for somebody else in a future flight to come back and figure out exactly how to get them. What we did do is leave them in a configuration where we can route tethers. The tethers that are routed on there will hold it for the next 3 months or more. So we're in good shape from that configuration.
Okay. There are a couple of lower priority tasks that weren't done. When will you get those accomplished?
Well, there's a group of people, and their job is to monitor all of those kind of get-ahead tasks that exist out there, and they have the list. They look at flights where they've got some extra time in their EVAs to put them in. I think that 13A1, the next shuttle mission that goes up, has 4 EVAs, and I believe they have at least 3 EVAs worth of full content, but they may be able to put many of these tasks that we did not get done on our flight onto theirs, and that crew is trained to do those kind of tasks as well.
Okay. This was the 4th spacewalk of the mission. How'd the EVA team do overall?
Well, this team is made up of veterans and rookies. And the veterans have done spacewalks, in the past. They've done Jim Riley has done 3 EVAs on a previous mission, and Pat Forrester did 2. So you would expect those 2 to do as well as they did on this flight. The rookies were gentlemen that had proved themselves to be very good in their pre-flight training and prep work, and they did outstanding. They did they did right on the timeline. They followed the procedures. It was just fun to watch, really. I mean, they did just an outstanding job.
Great. And Keith, what's next in the world of spacewalking?
Well, let's see. The kind of some of the tasks that we did are in preparation for the next EVA, which is the U.S.-based space station EVA, which I believe is on July 20th, the last I saw. On that mission, they are taking the other stanchion assembly. We moved one of those. They're going to take the other one and get rid of the flight support hardware that those 2 are on. So we got the road set for those guys to complete that task, which is kind of cool. And then after that, we've got the next shuttle flight, which is STS-117. And I already mentioned they've got 4 EVAs on that flight. And a lot of the stuff that we did as get-aheads for those guys included articulating portable foot restraints out to the end of S4 for those guys. We also did their Rocketdyne truss attach system called RTAS. We did 4 of the soft dock features for that. So when they get out there, they're going to be ahead of the game to install the next truss element, the S5. They've got 4 EVAs. They're using what's called spits, which is they can stay up longer attached docked to the station. So they'll be able to do 4 EVAs, which is going to be pretty cool. Then after that, we've got all the assembly sequences. I think I saw that this year we may do a record number of U.S. EVAs on the order of, I think, 20... Well, it's quite a few. It's over 20. It's a lot. So we'll break the previous record of 21, I think. Something something like that.
Okay. Keith, thanks a lot for taking time to come talk with us today, and congratulations on a great set of EVAs on STS-117.
All right, thank you.